Hello friends, welcome. Today we're going to work on 10 cards for scrapbook.com's Cards for Kindness program. We've got 110 pound Neenah Solar White pre-cut. We've got a layering piece, and we're going to cut these out using the Waffle Flower A2 dies. I'm going to use this oldie but goodie stamp set. This is an Artsy set from, it's kind of old. We're going to do these feathers, and I just have some scraps of Neenah Solar White to stamp, color, and cut them out on. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to score our cards. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I always like to do it twice. Scoring, scoring, scoring. How's your day going? Mine's going well. It's warmed back up here in Florida, so I'm a happy camper. Lucky Dog met the guy that cleans the pool today, which of course was very scary for Lucky, so he's probably going to have to meet Tony a couple more times before he feels comfortable. But the thing about Lucky, you know, is that he's not, even though he's fearful and nervous, he's not fear aggressive. So, you know, I don't have to worry about him a lot. He would come up to Tony and bump Tony's hand with his nose and then run away and come back, keep doing it, keep doing it. And I had Tony give him treats and stuff. So I think a couple more meetings and Lucky, ooh, I missed a drip on that one. Lucky will be just fine. I don't think I'm going to use that. I need to cut another piece. Must have dripped my my water on it. Got a little bubble. No one wants an eBay card with a bubble. That wouldn't be nice, would it? Now remember, when you're scoring your cards, the hill, the bumpy part of your score line always goes inside. So you have the valley on the outside, hill on the inside. You look at a greeting card you buy from the store, that's how they are. So, do this. And since this is really heavy paper, it likes to open itself back up. I do like to, you know, flip the card over and do both sides. Really make sure it's down. I've used up most of my pre-cut ones from Hobby Lobby and Michael's, so I'll be glad to get through those and not buy those anymore. The quality of them has really gone down, especially the Hobby Lobby ones. I do think the Michael's ones are still a little nicer than the Hobby Lobby, but for what the, you know, pack of card stock costs, I can just cut my own. And then just need to decide what size our panel is going to be, how much white do we want showing. And I'm thinking on the small side. Do you want it to be that small or this one? I think that one. We'll go that size. Okay. Oh, well, I just messed that up, didn't I? That's all right. I'll fix it. Okay, I'm going to get these cut. I'll be right back. Oh, Lucky's outside getting into something. There we go. I like this hickory smoke on this strangely colored gray paper. Next one is going to be this fluffy feather. And I think we'll do it in ground espresso. Oh, that's pretty. peacock feather. Lovely. All right, let's use this little cutie patootie. This way. And this is black soot, which is not as dark as jet black because it's in the distress line, so it's a little softer of a black. Go. Those are done. We're going to stamp these feathers just on this paper, scrap paper, and paint them with a little bit of paint loosely, and then die cut them because the set came with dies. So let's do, I think I just want these two because they're more graphic. So let's pick them up and use a little black soot. And stamp. See how it looks. Ah, isn't that cool? Those are such cool feathers. I love them. I think maybe I will swap out for this little sweetie here. I like a feathery feather. We can mix up our feathers a little. Perfect. Now this is when it would be a good time to have a little die cut machine again. I really want to get another little one. Okay, so we have our dies here. And then all we're going to do is we're going to put the dies on and just run them through. Now this is cool because you can, this die actually has an insert. So you can put this insert in and then you can cut an embossed flower. So that's pretty neat. But for my usages today, I'm just going to cut, maybe I should paint them first. Don't mind me. We're going to paint these first. Let's paint these little feathers, and it's just going to be quick, messy, not a whole lot of care in how the paint goes on. There we go. Just going to get a little color on them. This is Hansa Yellow Light, which is my favorite yellow watercolor, at least in the warm. It's a very nice, warm, sunny type of yellow. I just love it. And in particular, the Daniel Smith version. And these are going to dry really fast because there's only a little bit of paint. Again, just a very little bit of paint. Just so they're not plain. So we'll go through with this and we'll do the color and then we'll do the shimmer paint. Our next color, we're going to add to these, I think we'll do a shimmer. And this is just like an old Hobby Lobby. I've had this one for a very, very long time. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Ooh. No, I don't want that color. This blue. Do a little of this blue. A little shimmer, shimmer blue. I want to put one more color in these. Oh, let's see. How about my favorite, Pyroll Crimson, which I know I'm probably saying wrong, but I don't care. I love it. It's very intense. You can actually water it down enough that it looks like pink. It's just a nice color. It's very useful. And I've always liked the combination of aqua and red. Oh. So, not breaking my heart to use it. Okay, let's go get our gold. Gold I like to use for splatter is Daniel Smith Iridescent Goldstone. And I just put some in this little cup. And this is what I use. But I'm going to paint a little on these guys too. I'll let these have a few minutes to dry. Like I said, there's not much paint on them, so they're going to dry pretty darn quickly. And then we'll go ahead and do a little splatter on these here panels. These here panels. Now I'm talking like I don't know what. We'll splatter a little white too. We'll use some Dinah Wakely gloss spray. First things first, we'll do the gold. And this won't be much, so it's not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna need a heat gun or anything like that. Just a little bit. Get it working. Work it, work it. And then, oh yeah. Look at that. That's fabulous. Okay. Next, just use what's left on the brush. I think a little more than that though. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of these and then I'll be back. I just gotta say, these turned out awesome. Look at that. Oh. While these are drying, we're gonna go ahead and cut out the feathers. My plate. Let's see what we got here. We have Little Fluffy. And here's Lucky. And we have this bigger one. Little mint tape. Little mint tape. Purpose. I could use that one. No, that's for the peacock feather. Maybe. No, it's for one of the word feathers, which we're not using. Okay. All right, we're gonna run these through. I'll come back with all of these cut. Our feathers are all die cut. I mean, seriously, these not the best. I just love them so much. These are gonna be very simple. Look, that one got a couple little splatters on it. I'm going to put this on in the center and popped out a couple feathers and put a sentiment on. All right, let's start assembling. First, we'll get the mats onto the card fronts with the big gun. These should be super duper simple. And they're mildly warped from hitting them with the heat gun, so I want a good strong adhesive to stick them down. Oh, these turned out even better than I thought they were gonna. So I'm super happy. All right, front panels are all on, backs are stamped. Let's start putting feathers on the front. Let's see, how do we want to do these? This one flat, and then this one popped. Yes, bear glue. I haven't bought refills for my little tape runner yet, so I'm gonna use bear glue. Which, if you know me, you know I like bear glue anyway, so it's not hurting my feelings to use it. Here comes Lucky. A couple of pop dots on this one. There we go. And I'm not gonna make it straight. I'm gonna make it kind of wonky. Okay. So then we'll do that, and then we'll put a sentiment and probably a few sequins. All right, all the fronts are done. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then come back and work on sentiments. Good boy. Okay, let's emboss our sentiments. I know you can hear Lucky. We're gonna use Ranger's Super Fine Detail Gold, a stamp from American Crafts that says I miss you, and we're gonna do it on black. So first, let's powder up our paper. Get our ink out. I'm using Ranger's Letter It embossing ink pad. Use whatever embossing ink you have. Gold pigment ink would work for this too. because the gold pigment ink on the gold embossing powder would be very, very gold. Just stamp that down. I need 10 of these. I'm going to stamp and powder 5 and then do 5 more just to be on the safe side. Let's get some sprinkling going on. Let it sit there for a sec. I miss you. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll do a couple extra and just keep them on hand. Not a bad idea. I mean, you have the supplies out, right? You might as well. If you got the time to do a few extra, do a few extra. Okay. Get these. Okay, we're embossed and wiped down to get all the powder residue off. So now all we gotta do is trim, and put them on, and Lucky's coming back. We're gonna use the baby trimmer. There we go. Ignite. And we're gonna put these on with foam squares. I'm gonna flip them all over and square them up all at once. Probably 3 on each will be enough. And you want it centered or off? I think centered probably, huh? No. We're gonna do it off to the side and even off our mat a little bit. 10 cards. Now we need a little bling. Okay, bear glue, sequins, picker-upper. How about like that? We're all blinged up. Now we're going to stamp a few feathers on the inside because, you know, no naked inside. Let's get feather out here. I think probably this one, the smallest one, because it's awful cute. And I'm just going to do a few on the inside using the Hickory Smoke Gray. Just real quick and simple, just so they're not naked. There. See, just a little something inside. So there's your front, there's your inside, and there's your back side. All right, here we go. 10 cards for March for Cards for Kindness at scrapbook.com. I hope you liked these cards. I hope you liked watching them put together. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember, be excellent to each other and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.